to proceed.
Yeah, okay. Okay, bismillah, alhamdulillah, salatu wassalamu ala rasulillah wa ala alihi wa sahbihi wa man wala. Amma ba'd. Alhamdulillah. So today we're completing the bootstrap page. Did you all manage to put the nav bar, the navigation bar? I just have a show of hands.
Yes, alhamdulillah.
Okay, great.
But when I minimize when I shrink the size of the browser, and if the navigation becomes three lines, you know.
They call it they call it the hamburger menu.
The hamburger menu, when I click, there's a no drop down.
Oh,
it doesn't drop down. Yeah.
Oh, that means the JavaScript maybe has some issues and all that. Okay, I can check that. See how. Okay. No. Anyone else has the same issues? Everyone's menu bar, nav bar working fine. Okay. Have you all also moved all the CSS? Okay, so let's see that. CSS rules have to be moved, have to be only in the CSS styles.css. Okay, so number one, all okay. That means there shouldn't be any more CSS rules inside your HTML file. Your HTML should be just plainly HTML text and elements. And for the CSS, they were all moved to the styles.css. The rest of them, good. Okay. Brother Rizwan, all okay? Muhammad Faizan, Hanif, Sister Azleen, have a thumbs up. I've never heard from you. And Daniel, trying to put the CSS. Okay, no problem. Say it's okay, no problem. So just move the CSS.
Brother Rafiq, sorry.
Yes.
Yeah, I got a question. If let's say for CSS, you want to put under the styles.css, must we always put on the top part the link to the CSS?
Okay, the link. Yeah. Okay. So let me explain. Who is this?
Fauzi.
Fauzi. Okay, brother Fauzi. So CSS is a file, all right, which will contain what we call all the CSS rules lah. How you want to style a particular element, right, or particular class. Okay. So in your HTML, let's say you do a new page, and your new page you want to have this same style. Then in your new page that you create, you also need to put this in. You need to put the link to the CSS. Did I answer your question?
Yeah.
Okay. Right. Can you please enable, Brother Hisham, can you enable my sharing? Okay. So we have, okay, I think I haven't done the pasting. Okay, let me copy that. Did you also add the footer? This one. Did any one of y'all add the footer?
Footer not yet.
Not yet. Okay. Okay, you can add the footer also. You can add the footer. You can add this scroll spy. All right. This scroll spy. Okay, I'll explain later. You can do this and footer. This one, right? You can also add it in the head section. Okay, you can do up to the adding smooth scrolling. Can we do that? Okay, we can finish up the page. So let's complete this one. Right? So let me explain. Then also after that, right? Okay, never mind. You do up to this point first. Do up to adding smooth scrolling first. Once you have done your smooth scrolling, then just give me two thumbs up. So I know that we have completed up to adding smooth scrolling. Okay, we are not learning JavaScript yet, but never mind. Inshallah, next time when you learn on the tutorial or if we run another class. But I would prefer if it's a JavaScript class, then we have to run it on site better. Anybody interested in JavaScript class next time if it's on site? It's very interesting. You can do a lot of things. Okay, so now let me also go and do this. Add an F1 application. Besides Brother Hisham, who else has the collapsing problem? Anybody else?
Where do you paste the smooth scrolling? In the styles or?
Hang on, the what? The smooth scrolling.
Yeah, where do you paste it?
This one, script.
Not this one.
This one. Adding smooth scrolling, right?
Yours looks a bit different than mine.
Or yours is what? Which one is it? Scroll Spy.
Oh yeah, Scroll Spy. Yeah, Scroll Spy. That one is different.
Yeah.
Scroll Spy and smooth scrolling is different.
Different. Yeah,
okay.
different.
What's Scroll Spy?
Scroll Spy. Okay, you know when you click, can you see this? The color is changing, right?
Oh, okay.
Right, color is changing, right?
Yeah,
Am I right? So when you do a Scroll Spy, that means you will scroll, right? When you scroll, you will go to a different section, right? So when you go to a different section, this thing will also be highlighted without your TV.
Oh yeah. So my one doesn't work.
It doesn't work. Yeah. So here is the body. You're now going to look at your body. What is it? Just look at the body tag.
The body tag?
Yeah, your body tag, your existing one. Don't copy this first, the existing one.
Oh, it's just body only, right?
It's just body only, right?
Yeah.
Then can you see this div ID about not? In the code. Okay, so you just have this only, right? Or you just have body only?
Only have body lah.
So this is where you have to do it. You have to add this lah. You get it?
Okay.
You have to add this one.
And the bottom one just anywhere within the body.
Then this div ID, is it already somewhere there?
How to find? Is there a search button?
Yeah, there's Control F is search lah. Any search on your computer is Control F. If it's an Mac, it's Command F. Some keys are universal.
Oh, there's only div ID my carousel only.
Which one?
There's only div
ID.
Yeah, carousel, okay. and then the one that we're supposed to paste lah.
Yeah. So this one, you know where it will come or not? it will actually go to this div ID where is can you see here? This is the pricing session, right? Okay, I start from the starting. Can you see over here? This is all container fleet, right? So this is where the ID will come in lah. For this one, ID will be for, I think it's about us.
About us.
Yes, you have to add it here. So what will happen? They know that this particular section is about us, right? So when they click on this, when they click on the nav bar, you see here is about, right? Am I right? This is about. Okay. Then when I click here, you see what they did here? So when I click here, this guy will go and look for a section called about. Found that? So they will bring you to that. So it will look as though that it's moving on its own now. When you click, it will, but it's just linking within the same page. This is how you do it. Remember in CSS we learned this one is for ID, right? The dot is for class. This is for ID. You can actually have a block, and that particular block you can identify it using some name so that we can use it. Do you all understand? Href, this is a link. It can link to anything. Whatever you tell them to link, they will link it. In this case here, whenever you see a hashtag here, right, it is referring to linking on the same page. But now linking on the same page means where? So you have to go and look inside your code. Which one is the ID for about? So it's the about section that has this ID. So it will go and link over here. So if you have, let's say here about to, and then over here you put about, it will not link. You can make that changes. So right now your nav bar is there, but it's not linking, right? Am I right?
Yeah.
The rest of them, they all managed to link. So the linking part is this one. This one is styling. This is the linking part. So now we already have there saying that link to about. So the ID about is this one. Services is this one. Portfolio, pricing, and contact. But I think we didn't do pricing, right? Did we do pricing? Did we also did the pricing section, or we did? Okay, so then it's pricing, right? So if let's say I want to have two sections of about us, what do we have to do? Did anyone try that? I want to have about us two sections. Okay, we just have to copy where it starts and where it ends. Very important. So now when you write the code, what we will do now, we will try to write some codes, some comments. For example, yesterday I mentioned to you pricing. Okay, pricing session kan? This is the pricing session, right? Okay. I want to show you something very important. Look here. When I click on this line, it's highlighted, right? Maybe you all unmute because I think I need to get your answers also. Okay, just unmute yourself or then just check. Okay. So you see 189 here. These are all the very small details which are very crucial, very important. Okay. Look here. Using this editor, when I do a click here, I scroll down. There is another part which is also highlighted. What do you think it is?
This is the section, the start and end, right?
Yes, this is the corresponding closing div tag for this guy. Contoh, you see? You see that? This ends where? Ends here. This one ends where? It ends here. So this is a very important skill set to know. It's very minute, but if you don't know this, your whole codes will be haywire. Okay. So whenever you click anywhere, they will show you where this one ends here. So you know that this is one div. Oh, okay. This one is one div. Okay. All right. So we will be adding the IDs where? Here. Because the whole div section is here. So what I would do whenever I use this one, I would say, look, this is end of pricing section. Okay, does it make sense?
Yeah.
So then you know. Oh, so the pricing section starts here. So you can put here. You can write anything, whatever that you feel that it will be helpful for you. Pricing section starts here. Right? When you download templates, usually they will just say the section name and end of section. So it's very important when you write your codes, right, to actually give other information, because a lot of people might be working on it also. Okay.
Even the sub div also you can put the comment also.
Yeah, but if it's like this, you don't have to lah. It doesn't make sense. You know, it's so near. You get what I mean? You want to do it for the complete. If you put for everything also, sometimes too much also is, you know, they say less is more, right? Sometimes you get too much also a problem. So you get confused. So you don't have, like as simple as this, don't have to. Like maybe here button. Then if like maybe there are many buttons, then I can say this button links to our sign up form in Google Docs. You get what I mean? Something which is meaningful. If you are running a project, you know, you want to do some charity work, and then you can say, okay, sign up form in Google Docs. So you know, oh, this button is the one referring to that. Right? So this comment is for you to help you to document it, to write notes on the codes itself, but without the browser interpreting it. So the browser will ignore this. This is only for the reader. Clear?
Yep.
Okay. So you have managed to copy up to the smooth scrolling. They're all working. Smooth scrolling, okay. How many of you guys here still in this course who really need to do a website for an organization, for your company, or for your school, or anything like that? That means you really need, you're actually going to do something soon, or you need to do something soon.
Introducing Ceylon Black Tea from Authentic Tea House and Black Tea Sri Lanka. For good aroma and body taste. Taste it.
I still can't get the scroll spy.
Cannot get it.
Hmm.
The rest of y'all, okay? You didn't manage to edit or?
Yeah, I did what you mentioned, like put it in every one of the division, right?
Yeah.
Then I save already, but it's still not.
Or maybe you can share your
When I
code.
scroll, maybe I share my screen.
Yeah.
Share my screen and then
Yeah, share your screen. Yeah.
Yeah. So you see this code.
Okay, just show me your nav bar first.
Okay.
Okay, you just.
So when I scroll, see it doesn't change.
Okay, but when you click, can you click? It goes.
Yeah, it goes but it doesn't. When I scroll, it doesn't. When I
Okay,
scroll,
but
it
when you
doesn't.
scroll, it doesn't work.
This one, this scrolling, and it automatically highlight is scroll spy or is it smooth scrolling?
Should be scroll spy.
Yeah, but so it's not. It's linking,
Okay.
but it's not. Yeah.
Okay, let me take a look. The scrolls, the smooth scrolling you have done already.
Haven't
Okay, never mind. Wait. Okay, never mind. You just copy the scroll spy. So copy the scroll spy now. Sorry, not the scroll spy. The smooth scrolling. Smooth scrolling.
All this,
copy. Yeah, from.
the script everything.
Yeah, put it inside the head. Copy. Put it inside. Wait. Yeah, between number 10 and 11. Between line 10 and 11. Yeah. Enter. Enter some more. Okay. Okay. How come that line is red?
So,
Okay, never mind. Just save.
there's no line 9. Why?
Oh, because your top part you didn't close. Number 8. Can you see number 8?
Oh, okay. So this one have to be slash link, is it?
No. Just close it only lah. Close. Yeah.
Okay.
So always look for the color. Red is error. Okay.
Okay, let me just refresh here.
Yeah, that one. Did you save that one?
Yeah. Okay, ready. I saved it, yeah. There.
Okay.
Now it's okay. So the smooth scrolling is, what does it do?
The smooth scrolling is actually a JavaScript function. Show you what it does.
No wonder just now my slider also not working.
Yeah, because sometimes when you don't, like you miss out one or two codes like that, it's very difficult to actually trace back. But that's why the colors help us. So that's the reason why we have what you call that, editor,
Yeah.
Why we have like a editor. So it's very easy. Right?
Okay.
But the thing is, if let's say, or the reason why I asked earlier on, I don't know whether you have replied or not, who really wants to do a website? Like, you have actually other options, very good options, besides WordPress. There's much simpler and much stable environment that you can actually use to build a website within a day. All right. Since we might have time later on, I'll just show you, because I'm in the industry for many years now. So I always go and I'm always looking for things to make it easier. I mean, website building should actually something be easy to build, because I know a lot of companies, they end up they end up being at the mercy of all these web developers or companies charging exorbitant prices. So it's something that actually you can build on your own. So there are a lot of other tools, and sometimes the tools that we have access to, because we always do researches on what are the tools available, so not many companies actually know them. So whether or not you use a Wix builder or this thing, if the purpose of your website is to have a web presence, then actually it doesn't matter. Because sometimes I meet some client, they say, no, we don't want a template, but at the end of the day, if you take a look at it, it's all about the same. So what's the issue? Right? Because there's so many other things that you need to spend your effort or time on, like Google AdWords or marketing, if you want to do the marketing stuff like that. So website is actually a very small side of it because they think you have got the most prettiest website, the best web developers. That's good. Then, but it's not as simple as that, right? So you can actually build your website using, but having this knowledge is good because you can make further changes, you can tweak further. Then, okay. So no one has answered. So nobody needs to actually really need to do a website, is it? Like for a company or for the organization or for a small business that they
for
have?
personal use.
Yeah, personal use means most probably it will be like for some commercial purpose, right? Am I right?
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah. So okay. Actually, there are a lot.
I heard of the like there's a four square. Is it?
Foursquare, yeah, I know. But I mean, there's one product, actually, there's one Russian product, very good product. I don't know if you all have heard before. It's called Tilda. It is Tilda.cc. This is also a good product. I'll go through that later. If you all, any one of you all need to do, can do. I think you can even have a free site also, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, because website has become very cheap. So in case if you're going to build something, just a static website, you don't have to actually spend a lot of money. You know, you don't have to spend. I think it can be done something within the budget of like even
Tilda.
CC.
Just now it was Squarespace, not Foursquare. Squarespace. Squarespace is another something like Wix or something.
Yeah.
Hello. Yes. For Href, cannot hear you. Afwan, Ahli Rafiq got disconnected, so he's trying to join back. Sure. Can everyone send a thumbs up so that I know that you can hear my voice? Okay, exactly.
Assalamualaikum.
Waalaikumsalam.
Sorry everybody, because I know I got kicked out and then tried to log in again a few times. Couldn't do it, so I had to just restart my machine again. Okay. So where are we at now? If we finish completing the navbar done, scroll spy done. This footer, have you all added the footer? Have you all added the footer now? If you don't want to add also, it's fine, no problem. If you don't want to add the footer, it's also fine. Okay, so this link over here about for the final tile, this one is a link same also. Remember I told you these links are all the links to the references. If you want to use a particular kind of style, a particular kind of font, then you have a link there. Then you can use all the Google font. Okay, Google font is very interesting because they have a lot of different fonts. I'll just show you what are the fonts that's available. Okay, so if you look over here, these are all the fonts that's available. Okay, so these are the fonts. There are many fonts lah. You can take a look at the size. I can make the size smaller over here. So you can type something. Yes?
Apa lagi? Can share your screen.
Oh yeah, okay. Sorry. Wait, before. Can you see my screen?
Yeah.
Okay, if you just go to fonts.google.com. Fonts.google.com. Rizwan's navbar not working. Yeah. Sorry, I think we sort that out first. Come, Brother Rizwan, I stopped sharing. Can you just share your screen? We can sort out your navbar first. Hello?
Need to get permission. I mean, you need to stop your
Okay,
sharing.
yeah, I stopped it.
So my so the one that I'm saying is the when you navigate, it doesn't show anything here. So when I click it on, I go to the
Okay, I show. I know. Yeah, I know why. Okay, just show. Click on about. Click on about. Never mind. Go. Just do what I said. About. Where is he going? Not going anywhere.
Same here also.
Okay, no problem. Scroll. Hang on. Okay. So in your div ID, you have about, services, portfolio, pricing, content. Very good. Okay. So when I click on, okay, show me the. Pergi atas sikit. Scroll up a bit more. Okay, hang on. Wait. Blah blah blah. Contact. Okay, now you scroll up. I want to see all the sections that we have done. Okay, can you see over here? Stop at line 25. Can anyone look line 257? You see that? You see the div there?
Yeah.
Okay, after the div, there's type ID. Space. Small. ID equals. Then inside a double quotes.
Double quotes is.
No, that's colon. Double quotes is the one like the sebelah tu lah yang.
Sebelah.
Can you see that? Container fluid is inside double quotes. No, this is single quote, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Open inverted comma. Inverted comma.
Okay, can. Type pricing. Okay, scroll up. Let me explain to you. So this particular block is now identified. It's known as pricing. Clear?
Okay.
Okay, so that means the one that from 257 up to 283. This whole section is called what? We have given them, we have given it a name lah. Sorry, again. From 257 to 283. 283. Bawah.
Okay.
This whole section is now called pricing. Why? I just added the ID equals to pricing. Clear? You can put it any name. When do you need to use a name? When you want to reference, right? When you want to identify. Like every one of us have a name, every one of us has an ID. Same. So now you scroll up. Scroll up. Furthermore, at the nav bar there. A bit more. Nav bar. The navigation bar. It should be at the top, right?
Navigation bar, I put below.
You put it where?
I think below.
Okay. I think. Wait. I saw that. Scroll down. You put it here, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, you put. Okay. This line 307 to 311, right? Take it up. This one. Okay. Wait. Let me explain. This one. Can you see line 310?
It's the same issue as me just now lah.
This 310, right? This is what I just did. I just added the ID equals to pricing. Okay. So you should do the same for all of them. So never mind. 307 to 311, delete. We don't need it. We don't need it. Yes. Delete. Okay, good.
The line 305 also need to update the top at the top, right? The body.
This one, yeah.
Some must put at the.
Okay, wait. Just copy from the equal sign, the first equal sign. Copy from the first equal sign. Where's your body? Go to your body. Number 41. Okay, replace the 41 with that. Paste.
After 41 or
replace it. That means we don't need this. Yeah. Paste. This should be here. So just now, you should actually just put in from ID onwards. You just add it in. Okay.
Confusing already.
Now you see, the body is a tag. Everything else, right, is an attribute. Okay. The body is a tag, and everything else is actually an attribute. Never mind. First time we complain about, at least you already done it now already. Next time you know. Okay. Now save this.
Yeah, save.
Save ready, right? Okay, now you try. Just try for pricing.
It's same.
Okay, never mind. Go to your section. That means your code somewhere is wrong. Somewhere you have not.
This HTML is red.
It's wrong. It's wrong. That means somewhere you didn't close it. Okay, can you remove off 305?
305.
Remove. Yes. Delete. Okay. Is the HTML still red?
No.
Okay. Save. Refresh. Okay. Click on pricing.
Oh yeah.
Is it working now?
Yes.
Okay. So now you know what?
No. I think it's still the same.
No. It's your codes. Your codes is wrong. Your code somewhere you put the different section in a different site. Never mind. Just look through again. Let's, brother, have more space in between. If you are confused, it's very confusing. Have all the space that you need. Go to line 284. Sorry, it's 284, right? Yeah. Is it 284? Oh, sorry, 254. 254. Yeah, okay. At the end, enter. Some more. Separate them. If it's confusing for you, just separate them. This is pricing section. And below also, at the end of pricing section. The end of pricing section will be where? How do you check? You see? That one is a mistake there. There's a mistake there. Scroll up again. Can you see you put pricing, right? Wait. You put pricing, right?
Yeah.
Can you see below pricing, what is that? It's a closing tag. Salah, shouldn't be there.
Oh, this one is a closing.
Yeah, it's closing. So you put the pricing in the wrong side. Your pricing is a starting of something. What? Yeah. So it should be after your 258. Okay, never mind. This is good learning time for us. Okay, so you just paste it 258. You cannot approach an issue thinking that it's confusing. Don't do that. In life, don't do that. It's all not confusing, right? You just have to clear your mind. Okay, you understand all that. It will take some time to learn, that's all. Okay. Okay. But this one is not pricing lah, so you don't put pricing everywhere and I think confused lah. This one is a menu bar, navigation bar.
Oh, okay, okay, okay.
Yes, so you have, so these are things that you need to be careful about. So this is a nav bar or menu bar, you can put whatever, so here you put end of nav bar. Now, yes, you get the point here, what we are doing? So all the space you need to make sure, okay. So you have made something somewhere which is not working. I would also suggest your nav bar, right? Move it up to after your body. Let it be the first thing. From 290. Yeah, copy. Sorry, cut. Control X. Yeah, cut. Okay, hang on. Go to body. Cari body ke mana? Line 42. Line 42. Yes, paste it here. Yeah, okay, give space. In between all give space. Now it's very confusing for you all. You all are quite beginners, right? You see these codes. Yeah. Okay, can you see at line 43 and line number 63?
Okay.
Right. They are not aligned at the same side. Try to, it's not important, but it will give you a better sense of reading. Try to indent them same. Yes. Try to indent them same. So, yes, you are right. So, you see, it looks neater, correct or not?
Yeah.
So you have to do this. We have to do this kind of housekeeping. Okay, now save this.
Yeah, done.
Okay, now let's scroll down. Scroll some more. Okay, hang on. Let's go to, okay, line 114.
114.
Beside the div add in ID equals the same thing. But what should the name be here? Do you know?
This one is the icon.
What 115? What does it say?
Services.
Yes, put services here. You're missing out something very important. Very important. You missed out something important. Scroll up. Go back to the services.
What this? This
What
one
did
is
you
the capital letter.
No, what else? Look at what else you miss. Look, tengok sebelah
Oh,
je.
yeah. This.
Okay.
Right.
Yes, correct. Save.
So all this I have to go and do again lah. This all
Yes, correct.
ID back lah.
But not for all, it's just from the section one and the top of the section only. Usually it will come before the H2.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So all those, I mean, the one that is showing the like the topic, I mean the section that you want to highlight it lah.
Yeah, correct. Okay, you just press Control F.
Control F.
Type pricing. Okay, let me teach you all. So this, wait, don't do anything. Can you see? So this is actually the search bar. You can find, or you can also find and replace. Very important tool using an editor, right? So now what it says, there are, how many pricing are there in this? Who can answer?
5.
5, yes. This is which one? Number what?
Number 3.
Yes, this is the third pricing. So that means above there are 2. If you go further down, there are another 2 more. Am I right? It's the center lah, this one. Okay. Yeah. So this is all the pricing you have. Okay, all right. Now, now look here, Abai. Number 282. Study 282. Okay, can you see 282? Pricing kan? Wait. Just okay. Just read. After that, you read. What is the next sentence talking about? Contact.
Text. Yeah.
Why contact? We should be going to pricing. What? You get what I mean?
Yes.
So when you put the wrong ID on the wrong side, it will the thing is now working. That means it is working. You will click, it goes to a place, but you yourself or we ourselves, we actually place the pricing here. So it's wrong. This one, what should the ID be?
Contact.
Barakallah fiqh. Very good. Change it now. Change it to contact. So fix the error of the pricing. Let's go and look for the other pricing also. Okay, sama. Okay. So okay, wait 213. So 213 is actually the correct pricing. So you add the ID here. Div ID equals pricing. Okay. But this pricing and the pricing above should be the same. That means the hashtag. Remember there's a hashtag pricing?
Yeah.
It should be the same spelling lah. Okay, save this.
Okay.
Right, it's good. Actually, you make mistakes so we can all learn also. Okay, click that.
Okay.
Is it working now?
Yes. Okay.
Understood.
Understood.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's how it works. Okay, barakallah fiqh. Very good. Okay, so now let's go to the fonts here. Let me share my screen. So this is the fonts. See that? So you can choose. There are a lot of fonts lah. There are a lot of fonts. All right, you can choose other. You can see like for Arabic is that there's not that much, but you can still use also. Okay. All right. So let's say we take all languages. So this font here, so I'll just click this font. Then you can take a look at this, how it will look like, this size, how you look like. So you can use this kind of fonts now. Okay, it's a bit technical, but these are the things that is available. So you see, you can select this style. So when you select, can you see over here or not? Guys, can you all see this?
Yeah.
You know what is this, right? You have seen this before, am I right? Link, REL. So they will say, okay, so if you want to use this, then add this inside your, what? Your head.
HTML.
Yes. And then after that, in your CSS, you know, in your CSS, we have the fonts also, can? So you can use this font name. You can use this font name. You see that? Font family. You see what they say? CSS rules to specify family. So you can do this. Clear? I just want you to understand how this thing works. It's not like rocket science, very easy actually. So you have a link and you can also use this rule in the CSS. So then after that, you can use this kind of different fonts. There are a lot of fonts here. Not one, not two, it's a lot of them.
This one is all free to use.
This is all free to use. Yes, you are right. Okay. There's also something else that you can use. This one is all the icons. Like the glyphicon. Okay. So you can look at the icons here. They are free ones and there are also paid ones also. But free ones already is a lot. See that? So you can use all of this. Let's say I want to use address card. I'm sure you have seen this kind of icons right on website. These are all. So I just have to add this in. And then I will have to also add the linking library also. So you see? You can take this, choose the different, these are the sizes. So these are all basically like CSS stuff, something like that. But you can just copy this and use it, but you have to link the library first. then you can actually do it. Okay. So these are the additional things that you can actually explore, how you can actually use all this stuff. So this camera icons and all that. Right. Okay, now let's go back to our codes. Okay, is there anything that you all have not managed to do in this, in copying the company page? So, but what I actually intend to do is, I want you all to actually complete this one. Then after that, I want to show you, okay, now, so how I can make changes, right? So now we already have got a sample framework of all the things. So if I want to make changes, very simple. You see all the text that you want to change, this is where you will type them. Okay. Let's say we call this about ABC company, right? So I can just type, this is okay, so I'll just make the changes, and you can also change this to contact us. So I'm just going to save. Right, so you see, so basically, of course, I'm sure you know already, you can change the colors and you can change the text over there. Okay, and you can also add on more pages. If you want to have more than one section, if you want to have a section like this, or you want to have section, two services section, or you want to use this format, you don't look at this as a services section. Look at this as a layout. That's the most important thing. These are all layouts that we can actually use, right? So these are all the layouts that we can actually use. Okay, so I like this layout because it has got 2 rows and 3 columns, something like that. So I can change it. Okay, if let's say I want to have another section like this about ABC company, how do I do it? Very simple. I just go to my page. I want to take a look at this class, right? Can you see over here? This is actually about us. So about us, I want to show something to you. If you see the sections, right, they are actually have different background colors. One is white, and then the other one is slightly like a background gray. Do you realize that? So they interleave. Why? When you scroll, it looks nice. It looks like you're moving to another section. So they change the color very subtly. You got the point there? So you see, this is continual fluid. This is BG gray. They apply a particular color to that. I mean, this is the rule lah, right? And all these rules are found in clear. If you want to override that rule, yes, write that rule here inside your customized CSS. Do you all get me? Whatever classes that you see right now, Jumbotron, Text Center, blah, 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 all of these, right? It's all actually in the CSS, or some of it, they are inside the Bootstrap one. Okay. So here, if you go back to your BG grade in your CSS file, if I change the color, it will override. That means if I put a BG color here, the color will take this one. It will override it. So that's why they call it the cascading style sheet. It will take the last value that's found on the file. The rest of you all managed to do with the navigation bar. It's all working. Can I have a show of thumbs up? So what I actually plan to do is, Brother Isham,
Yep.
I want to ask you whether I want to actually open up a folder on Google Drive. Okay. So let them work on their website. Maybe I can give them like a week or what. Let them see whatever they want to do, complete it. Once they have completed it, then they can upload the whole folder onto my Google Drive. Okay. Then we can probably have, I can either have a short video showing them how to actually do the upload. All right. Or I can also upload for them and also show them the video on that. But I don't know where,
How do you want to, so you want them to share their codes in the Google Drive?
Once let them finish it, because I don't think they can finish it today. I mean, this now we have is the template, right? But you want to make whatever company you want to make, or you want to make the Learn Islam, that particular website is also possible, right? So you make the changes to that, and then if you have at any point you have any issues, I can send my email address, can just email to me, right? Then I can take a look at the codes, but they can put their codes all in Google Drive. So that means their website, I just want to ask whether the Google Drive, you want to use Bayaan Codes or you want to use mine. I'm okay with both of it.
I think use yours better.
Yeah, okay.
Maybe you share the link to your
can.
drive here,
So
folder.
I'll share that. So what I need you to do, the naming convention, naming convention for Google Drive. Okay. Name the folder as.
So everyone will have their own folder under their name, right?
Yes, correct. Just one name enough lah. Just one name is enough. It's easier. So example, I will just put Rafiq. So inside Rafiq, there would be website, right? And then the inside the website, I will have all the image folder and everything else. So the images and all these things, you can put it inside also. So you can just zip them up and then put it inside. You can just put it as a zip folder, no problem. But how much time do you need to complete it? And this one I'm saying because so that we can actually just showcase how much we have done, and I will personally go through before I upload it also lah.
Okay.
Because if not, then you would I mean, if you don't put a time, then he will just you know, you won't use it. So actually we can do anything. I'm open to you doing anything, but of course I think my focus, I mean, what I would encourage you all to do, if you don't have anything to do yet, then we can use the Learn Islam as a platform, or do anything as simple as, you know, like a good like an Islamic habit. You can actually explain using that template with images and all that. Like, you know, like maybe things like being good to neighbors, or eating with, or the eating etiquettes. At this point, it's all up to your creativity. You have the layouts with you already, right? You already have your layout with you. If you need to have anything, you want to add on anything else, you want to use the font also, anything else, then just let me know. We can create either, you can just email me, I'll give you my email address, or you can, we can have a section, or we can just create a form so that I can take a look at the Excel sheet. That's also easier. So I can address the issue immediately.
I think I don't know whether when they they can comment on or put a note or something like that inside.
Yeah, that's
file.
also possible. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
possible. So yeah, correct.
So yeah, okay lah. Then maybe you share
Yeah.
the link.
So I will share
to the
because
folder.
I think for now, if you see the whole site is almost I mean it's done already. So now it's time to actually make changes. So you already also know how to make changes. Of course, if there's errors or anything else, then you can just ask me lah. You can actually go through that. Because I was thinking maybe I just want to show you all. We can end early today, but before that, I think I want to show you all Tilda because I'm sure that everyone here probably they want to have maybe a website to do some e-commerce site and all these things. So I have experience. I've gone through a lot of different type of builders before. So why I recommend Tilda is one of the so far one of the good ones that I've actually used. And it's very easy. Even if you want to connect to a form, even if you connect to your email, even you want to run e-commerce, all that, it's all possible. But with the free service, I think there's some limited this thing. Right. So now what I will do now, I'll just send the link for the Google Drive first, number one. Okay. And then after that, we'll move on. I want you to create an account on Tilda.cc. I think it's free. You can create an account on Tilda. I already have one. In fact, I have many. I have a paid version there also. So it's called Tilda, TILDA.cc lah. So let me send, I will send the link. The link I'll send to Brother Shah, I'll send on the chat.
You mean the
Google Drive.
you send on the chat. Then you can send on the you send on this chat. Then I can just send to the email also.
Yeah, okay. Are there any other questions? And also, please feel free if you need to do any review or you want to comment on anything. Of course, eventually we will have preferred on-site class because on-site class you can definitely do more. But inshallah, we'll see how maybe I discuss with Brother Isham. If there's on-site class, we can run like a one-day workshop. Even if you want to do a website on like Tilda, you can have something very decent in a day in like 4 or 5 hours. Okay, I'll show that in a while. Let me create a folder.
Actually, now maybe you can do small workshops.
Yeah, we can do
10 to 15 people or something like that.
Oh, we can.
I think can soon. Yeah.
Okay. Because there are a lot of tools for businesses that I have. I have a lot of tools for small businesses. So that can be a area lah. You can look into, like maybe half a day, like like 9 to 12. That kind of small session. Okay.
Okay, while Brother Rafiq is doing the setting up the Google Drive folder, anyone else have any questions about the Bootstrap and the HTML stuff in general? Do you think it's too the sessions are too fast, going too fast, or
too long? Maybe we have like 1 hour only per week, but it's a longer session lah. Or maybe a workshop lah, like 3 hours or 4 hours workshop.
anything? If not, then I will send a feedback form lah.
Yeah, can. That's the best.
Inshallah. Yeah. To your emails. Inshallah.
All right. Okay, so I already shared that. Now let's go to the Tilda. Okay, if you go on Tilda, right, you can just click on sign up. I think I already have an account. But yeah, can you all sign up?
There's a free account.
Huh?
There's a free account. Yeah, you can create.
Yeah. There's a free account. But my account is not free. I think I got some projects there. Okay. Once you're in, let me know. I can just show you.
You want us to sign up now?
Yeah, you
Sorry.
can just sign up. I can just very quickly show you how it works. Now you will have a better understanding because you already done HTML and CSS, right? So using this will make complete sense to you. You will find like, hey, so this is it lah.
Okay.
Okay, done?
So they ask you to name your project, create new
Yeah,
website.
I know what project you want to name. You can delete the project later on also.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. All okay? Give me a thumbs up, please. This one will blow your mind away. So it's good. You have HTML, CSS, then you come here, or you have better. So you know that even if it goes wrong, you can still make changes, right? So like I mentioned, don't worry people saying that you use a template builder. There's nothing inferior to anything that you need to code. If things are what you call that, made much easier, what's the issue? You know, I've seen a lot of clients, oh, you are using a template. So I say, oh, what's the issue actually? I don't understand. They're not able to explain also what's the issue. You get what I mean?
Yeah.
I still don't understand. I say, oh, it's like I'm saying, it's like, oh, your house very now, but you use IKEA product. Your house is very now, but you use IKEA product. Yeah, so what? Everybody buys from IKEA, but not everything turns out well. You still need to have that design element. You need to know you need to have some additional knowledge, right? Right? So the issues with things like, I think WordPress is it's a bit difficult. There's a learning curve to WordPress, but this one, right, there's not much of a learning curve. At the same time, you can achieve more here. I tell you what you will need in a website. When you have a website, you want to showcase your presence on the web, right? Be it a business, be it an organization, or be it your personal interests. Number two, you want to attract audience. So when you want to attract audience, that means you need to keep track of who comes and who goes. This is all the things that we say, the web analytics. So these are the things that we're actually looking at. So who can provide this kind of service? I have a website, but they can provide this. So when you learn HTML, CSS, it's just like a basic building blocks. So you have a better understanding. Unless you are going to be working in a company as a web developer, which you will need programming skills like JavaScript, some other back-end server related technologies, then you would still code on that. But other than that, you are going to be working on actually on what I mentioned earlier on, like the web presence. Then if this tool is good, we can use the tool. Okay, so I'm just going to show you. You all just click a new page. I think, are you all on the dashboard? Please, I need you to respond to me because I just want to show you this. So you can click on start new website, or you can click on start email campaign. I'll click on start new website. Okay, is everyone following? Just unmute yourself.
Yep.
Okay, all right. So I'm going to say my project name, maybe learn. Oh, I see this one. Learn coding, right? So I'm just gonna, you can have anything. Wait, let me see. What else can we do? Okay, you know what? I'll do this. Right, so I'm just gonna put okay, so I'm gonna put learn Islam. So I've created a page. Okay, now we have a page. We have a site, right? We have a new site, a new project. So in the project, There, see, they already said there are no pages on your website, right? Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a new page. Look here. I'm going to click on create new page. Okay. So then the new page opens up. So now they're giving me some templates already. This is a template within a template, right? So you can choose either one of it, or you can do your own. Okay. So I'm going to show you both how you can actually use an existing template change and also a blank page. Clear? Please at time to time, please respond with the thumbs up so that I know I'm going okay. Right? I mean, that's the only thing that's a bit challenging for me lah. Sometimes running these online classes. Okay, Alhamdulillah. Okay, all right. Very good. Right. Okay, so let's do this first. I'm going to take a basic business template lah. Okay, or I'm going to take, okay, I'll take this one. So I'm going to click on create. Okay, so they have already created for me this thing already. Right? So they created all these things. So now this is how the page would look lah if I were to publish it online. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm just going to show you. So each sections, right? Can you see or not? Remember our div? Our div, this is a div lah here. You get it? So this is a div. So what they have done in the template, right? They have created many divs. They have created many kind of layouts already. So how to know which layout is what? So right now, they are actually using a layout called CR16. This is something they made up. That means it will have a background image, it will have a title, it will have a description, it will have a action button. Got that? Did you all catch me?
Yep.
Okay, so this is satu layout lah. So now I come in like, hey, I don't like this layout lah. I'm going to change. I'm going to change. Can you see over here? All these layouts. Can you see or not?
Yeah.
All these are different layouts.
All done up for you already.
All done up for us already. Right? So first thing, you choose your layout. That's what we did. We did a layout, right? All the div was our layout. So each section was each layout. You see over here is the same. You realize the color, background color, all interleave can different colors, right? So that you know when you're scrolling. If you put all white, you will not have the scroll effect. You will not see that you're moving to another section. Okay, so now I don't want this. I'm thinking, okay, you know what? I don't want button. I want to have something like this. Okay lah, I want to have this one. I like this. So it changes. Clear? Simple or not? So this is just one section. Okay. So I'm going to say, all right, come. Now I'm going to have this. So there are two things over here. I want you to understand. One is content. The other one is the settings. Okay. You see, if somebody who has no knowledge on HTML or CSS, they will just know this is content. They will just try out lah. So content, right? Most of the time, content, right, is referring to what we will call just the HTML elements. Right now, it's mostly the HTML elements lah. So I'm going to say here. Okay, I'm going to save. Got that? So inside the settings, they already made this H1 or whatever the title is, it has to be a capital letter. That's why even when I type in a small case, it all came out like that. Clear? Okay. Yeah. All right. So in the settings, what we have? In the settings,
like the font and all this.
Yeah. So that means it's referring to what? The style sheet. More of the style sheet. So you see, I can make this how it looks like opaque like that. See that? The colors? Okay, so these are the settings. So likewise, this is just one block. Okay, now let's move to the next block. Okay, now I want to introduce myself. So this block they are using is what? They're using what? Text, narrow, blah, blah, blah. Okay, I want to add a new block. I want to add a very new block. I want to add. Okay, click here. Can you see? Block library. So they have got a whole library of block. I think if you're using the free version, some of the things might not work. Mine is my version is a paid one because I do some projects here. Mine is a paid version. So you see, if I'm not mistaken, all these not bold, right? They are all paid version. Am I right? You cannot use that actually. So you see, okay, let's say I'm thinking, okay, you know what? I'm going to put a gallery of images. So I will choose this. Then I put the images there. Okay, very interesting. I show you. I put here. Now you see. So there are 3 images here, right? Okay. And then I'm going to my settings. Hang on. I'm going to, my content. Can you see these images? Okay, I want to replace image. Click on replace image. I can upload a file here. And then I can, okay. This is the image. Right? So this is the image. So I want to, I can remove the image and put another image also. Right? So I can replace the image and upload from URL. Okay. Upload file. I can upload a image that I choose. Okay. Let's say I choose this one. Can you see that? The image changes. So they also say here, look, the best picture size is 720 by 720 piece. Video is not supporting in this block. So this block you cannot put in video. So all the blocks are what we actually wrote in codes. These are the divs, right? So you can choose all you can do a section by section in this website. And then after that, you can go to your settings. So all these things you can do it over here. So you can put your page title, and then you can also put description. This will be used by Google search. When they search, right, they will show you this is the page. All right. So this badge is the badge. You know, sometimes when you send out your website, and then on your website itself on WhatsApp, right, there will be an image of sometimes the what do you call that? Like a preview of the image of the website. This is what they're referring to is the badge. Okay, it's called the thumbnail image, right? Then you can click social media if you want to add any social media. Then this is for the SEO. So all these things already provided already. I think you can also change. So the site right now you're not doing a paid one. This will be the page URL. You can also buy just a domain name, which will cost you about less than $20 for 1 year, and you can also customize it. So that means you can have like maybe hisham.com.sg. You can actually purchase that. Then you can also customize that. So all of this is done for you. You just have to concentrate on your content. Just have to concentrate on your images, on your. You don't even have to concentrate on your layout. You just have to see which is the best layout. Right? So you see all the things that you can choose over here. So many. There are many of them. So if you don't want this, then you can just click on, if I don't want this anymore, right? I just delete this. That's all, as simple as that. Okay? Then you have the contact form and all that stuff. All right. Now we go, I'm going to the dashboard again. Right. So in my dashboard, I got this Learn Islam page. Then I want to create one more new page. Now I'm going to click on another new page. Okay. But this time I'm going to take a blank page. So in my blank page, so they ask if you want to watch a video, what is thing. Okay. So you can choose a cover page. What cover page I want to use. So if you see over here, right, this section, right, this section is like the basics or the very common one that you already have. Do you all get me? These are almost all the websites, they have something that is a cover page, about a title, a blogs and all that thing, right? And then sometimes you have a column or you have a menu. So I'm going to now choose one more. I'm going to choose, let's say, which one? So I can choose this one. I want to make a small business. So I do this. Okay, sign up for a free lesson with one of our teachers and all things. So you can actually make changes here also. Some of you can also just make the direct changes here. Okay, not all of them. So let's say I'm going to do a free delivery service. Sign up for a free delivery service. And rate hour. So all these things you can change. Okay, so this one on cover page will be this one. So this could be the cover page if I want to do a business for delivery service or courier services. So likewise, okay, so one section done lah. Try not. So now I add another one. When you see something yellow over here, this one is referring to actually where this email will actually go to. Okay, you can explore that. And then you can watch videos, that a lot of them on Tilda. Just put Tilda and how to do. There's a lot of help on the line also. So after my header, look, now I'm thinking I want to about us. Okay, what's the best about us I can choose? Okay, I'm going to choose from here. Maybe, right, I want to talk about, I'm going to put this lah. So I'm going to type which area do we service or anything like that. Okay, so what I want to know, what I want you to understand, that there's this kind of services available. Basically, they're all about the blocks. And if you realize, that's what we did also, block by block. Okay, and this block concept came about because now the browsing is usually just one page. With the phone, the browsing is different. A lot of things changed when internet was available on smaller devices. A lot of things changed just to cater for that. Okay. So these are the things I also wanted to impart to you. I mean, it's a very good tool. It's free. You can use, you can explore, you can play around with it. Sometimes you can make it use like what you call that, like a blueprint kind of feeling, like you just explore here. Okay, and then after that, you see how it can be written in the HTML code. Right? So you can actually play around with it. It can be like a visual tool. You can show someone. There are a lot of things you can do with the website, not only for business company, a lot of things, a lot of campaigns also you can run. You can also run a lot of campaigns on it also. It's actually a very powerful medium to transmit a message. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So I think that's about it for today, because we can actually, I want to give you all time so that you can do it. How much time do you need to maybe complete so I can actually close the Google Drive? And then, of course, in between, if you have any issues, just email me and then we'll try to solve it. And then, because I'm thinking, since there are not many of us, we can try to upload whatever work we have, and I'll also give some suggestions after I look at you. After I look at your work, then I can give some suggestion. How do you link your own HTML coding to make it live? How do you link your own HTML coding? Okay, how do you link your own coding HTML to live? I will try to show you in, I don't have any domain here available right now. Let me see. You will actually have, okay, you will actually need to purchase two things. One is domain name. Number two, what we call a web hosting site. Okay, so let me show you. So web hosting services means they are actually a service that will give you some space where you can transfer your file from your computer after you have designed to their computer. That's all. So web hosting basically means it's another computer which is connected to the internet. Did I make myself clear? That it is what web hosting means. You want to put your work somewhere where people can see. So you need two things. You need the space to put it. Number one, you need a domain name. That means the address. Number two, you need a web hosting. That means the files have to be resided somewhere, right? They have to be available somewhere. So when you click, you can go to the site, right? That is what is meant by the web hosting services. I don't know if I still have the web hosting services. I just let me show it to you. I'm trying to look for something much simpler because a lot of things are complicated right now. So yeah, so there are many web hosting services. I think web hosting. So you can just put cheapest. Okay. So you see this one is quite cheap, $1.49 per month. So you can just add to cart. Okay, let me show you how it works. Okay, I can't remember. Actually, I don't know whether if I still have a service or not. But I will try to do a short video on that and then send to you all. Okay, okay, just give me. Let me see. There's one more place. So when you use things like Tilda, right, the hosting and the domain name also they can provide to you. So it's all a one-stop place where you can actually get everything. So that's what people want. It's much easier for them. There's this one also, you can buy web hosting here also. So you see, sometimes they put WordPress hosting, all that. You can just buy a normal web hosting space. There is also a free one on Google, but I went through it. It's a bit complicated lah. It's a bit complicated, so that's why I didn't want to show it today. I'm just afraid that it might confuse you further. But since there's not much of us, right, we can choose two options. Either we can actually have after you've completed your work, what we can do is I can show you a short video, or I can show you live demo. Maybe it will just take about 15 minutes or 20 minutes. We can go online together, and I can actually show you how you actually transfer the file. It's very easy. It's just like copying one file from one folder to another folder. The only difference is that the other folder is not residing on your computer. It's actually inside what we call the hosting. Clear? So it's from a computer to another computer. That's all. So you need to log in.
It's like storing in the server.
Yeah. Because the thing is, people get confused. What server? Server is just a role. You get what I mean? It's just another computer. Like for example, in a class, there are two students. Okay, but one student is actually delivering a work. So he can be either the presenter or he can be the teacher. Am I right? So we will say, oh, he's the teacher is talking to the student. But in actual fact, they are both actually students, or they are both actually Muslim brothers, something like that. So why I want to explain this term, server is a role. It's not a special, yeah, it's got some special thing that it can actually do, but it's just another computer. Okay, it's another computer that is connected on the network, and it serves as a role as doing a server like that. So that's the reason we call it the server. Right, and a lot of things have changed because people nowadays don't even use servers. So we have big giants like Amazon, like Google. They are providing servers already. So and there was a day when servers very popular. You know, you will see in the offices there were servers and all. But nowadays it's all different already. A lot of people, they are just storing all the stuff on. If you have heard Amazon Web Services, they provide everything. I'm doing a project right now. It's all on Amazon Web Service. So they provide all the details for you, everything. Okay.
Can. Also, AWS, is it? I see
That one is
AWS.
AWS. Yeah, correct.
Yeah.
And if anyone
So is it like cloud? Like cloud?
Yeah lah, cloud lah. Basically, okay, you know why they call it cloud or not? Does anyone knows why they call it cloud? Anybody has knowledge or not? Why is cloud?
It's like stored in space, and then you just want to grab the cloud.
Actually, I tell you why the cloud. Cloud is a very funny thing. Okay, those days we usually have a lot of diagrams. Okay, so there was a diagram. There was something that will represent database. There's something that will represent what do you call that? Represent a computer. You know, they will draw like a screen and a mouse and a keyboard. So it's client and all that thing. So whenever anything that was related to internet was always drawn inside a cloud. It was just something that they used to draw, that they used to depict, that they used to symbolize the internet. That's all. So over the years, it became the cloud lah. Anything that's on the internet, it was providing a service, it became the cloud. There's no other reason other than that.
That's the backstory.
Yeah. That's because I know I was from the industry before. What we used to draw cloud, it was drawn inside the cloud lah. So that part is an internet lah. You can go and read up on it. So eventually it became the cloud lah. Until today it's cloud computing already. So today we have Google, and the bigger guy is Amazon lah. Because Amazon, they're providing everything. That means you don't have to do anything. Even your storage, all they will do. So now running application has become very cheap, very cheap, cheaper than how it used to be. But at the same time, a lot of people are also moved out. These IT guys who were earning a lot, you know, building servers, building racks. They used to charge you crazy amount. I used to work for some companies before. Crazy amount that they charge. They charge crazy amount. You know, sometimes it can be like one day manpower charge up to a few $1,000s just to come and set up the rack only for the service. But all that gone now. So now all the big boys have to play a part. So you just go online, you click an account, you need to set up. So AWS certification is a good certification to have if you want to move into like maybe the tech job or what. I mean, they teach you how to actually manage that lah. So you will be managing like server all from house, but for a client living somewhere. You get what I mean? You can do that kind of job like an administrator job.
Okay.
Okay.
So the homework, maybe you give it 1 week lah. Next Sunday.
Yeah, then we can, or we can do up to about 10 days pun okay lah. No problem.
10 days.
I'll leave it to you. Yeah. I will leave it to you. I'll leave it to you. Whichever
okay. Then you share the link to the folder with me. Then I will email them.
Yeah, I already shared in the chat earlier on, but I'll share.
Oh,
okay. I'll email you also lah.
The chat. Oh, okay.
Okay. So you all have any other things to say? Anything else to share? I think my Zoom got some problem. I cannot type also. I don't know why.
Okay, Alhamdulillah. So I think since there's nothing else, I will send an email to, I just send to everyone, right? Because
yeah, can.
But there's only a few of us here that
Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar.
Maybe I'll check again because I don't know whether the rest that didn't attend will want to. Yeah. So I just sent to the ones that attended yesterday and today lah, inshallah.
Okay.
I send the link, then maybe we give them till Maybe 1 week lah. 1 week lah. I think 1 week is enough. On the 12th, inshallah. Submit the codes in the folder, the Google Drive.
Okay.
The 12th. Okay, inshallah. Jazakumullah khairan.
Okay.
Okay, let's we close the session, inshallah, with tasbih kafarah. Subhanakallahumma wa bihamdika wa ashhadu an la ilaha illa anta astaghfiruka wa atubu ilayk. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Jazakallah khair ya khair fik. For your time.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Assalamualaikum.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.